some Photo-etched for an Aoshima. Well, it says for Aoshima, and these are the kit numbers. And those are the names of the kit, Chitose or Chiyoda. And it says 2-in-1. And this is by a Shipyard Works. This Photo-etched set, this accessory set. There's more than just Photo-etched. We'll see that in a minute. But you can see that from the photo on the lid of the box here. This came from China, by the way. From this, you can see that almost every part of the upper deck, superstructure, and so on, plus also like the ladders down this side and here as well, that this is a substantial set of well, an upgrade set, everything that could replace that whole deck and almost all the other decks, etc. And yeah, it looks really good. Well, let's see what the picture looks really good anyway. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, if I open it up, we're gonna first of all come across the instructions, and this is for the 1/700 scale Seaplane tender, either of those two. It's only, as far as I can tell, I've had a quick look, for one of them. You can't do both. You can't do two ships with it. It's only one. These are the instructions. We'll go through those in a minute, actually. Put those to one side. So here's the box, nicely foam packed, and here we have some, pardon me for that. It's a little chain, anchor chain. And we have some 3D printed guns and so on. On there, some small pieces. Hopefully you can see that okay. And here we have what look like barrels, some guns. Can you see that? Some guns. Very, very tiny parts. So they're in a kind of a cage, because you wouldn't really want to touch them or anything. I think they could easily break. So we'll put that back in there. That's that. And what I'll do, I'll take a break just there, and then I'll get the Photo-etched out. Back in a minute. Okay, I've taken the foam, etc. out of the packet, and you can see here, here's the Photo-etched for part of the decks. www.shipyardworks.com is the website where it comes from, or the website of the people who make it. There's some very fine detail on here. Some of this Photo-etched is absolutely wonderful. And underneath there looks like paint masks. Then on this side, we have some railings, some part of the superstructure there, another little deck, a mast or crane, looks like some boxes or maybe part of a gun mount. It looks like a weapon shields, gun shields. That's that part. Then this one, we've got some, they look a bit like cranes or parts of cranes. Another part of the deck superstructure. More railings. Another little deck part. These look like wheels for cranes. The winding wheels, winching wheels. You can pause the video at any point, of course, obviously, if you want to have a closer look at any particular thing. Here's a couple of parts for ships, boats, some replacement decks. Then again, some crane towers or parts. And here are the cables with the Little hook on the end. There's quite a few of those. That's that part. And this is the last. There's 3 of these little packets. So I presume there's 2 in each. That's 6. 6 of these. Here's the Seaplane launching deck, I believe. More superstructures. Look like opening doors for sort of hangars or something. Again, the quality is superb. I can't talk about how well it fits or anything at the moment, but looking at it, looks just great. More railings, another mast or tower structure, ladders. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all the parts from in the box. I'll just quickly show you before we move on to the instructions. This is the Chitose here, and you can see it's quite a substantial ship. Has airplanes on it, and it is a seaplane tender. I paid 29 quid for it. I don't think I paid that much actually. Got a discount off that. So yeah. So that's the ship that this upgrades like that. Okay, back in a minute with the instructions. Okay, back again. Here are the instructions. This is how they come. One great big sheet folded. That looks like a picture of the actual ship. And here, sort of a usual what's included type of thing. Here's the 6 photo-etched sheets, sprues, whatever you want to call them. And here's resin parts over here. Some of those, I don't know what they actually do at the moment, but we'll see those later. 2 of these little gun mounts, 6 of those, 2 of those, etc. And then I briefly looked at this when I opened it, where to put things. Or is this actually, these are things you've got to cut away? I'll have to check what that is before I actually do it. I think it's what you have to cut away. You're going to be replacing those. And again, some more stuff to cut away. Then it's a range finder, I think, maybe. A radar, possibly. Bit of superstructure here. You can recognize that, and then obviously a mouse there. And then you'd be replacing this whole deck. And all of these parts. So pretty detailed. It's going to be a lot of work with the photo-etch. Part of a jib of a crane, little balcony of some kind. Goes somewhere on the ship. Yeah, you can see here, I think, is that those. It also says self-prepare 0.5mm brass wire, length 5.2mm. That's very exact, isn't it? 5.2mm. Don't know if I'll be able to measure it quite that well, but I might get something to fit. So another little view of the crane. Of course, you don't have to do all of this if you don't want to. You could do those bits of the photo-etch that you are happy doing. Talking about myself here, I suppose, as well. You don't always want to use all the photo-etch because some of it is so tiny, almost impossible to use. If we turn it over, oh, hang on, which way? It is this way up. Okay, there's another piece of the deck. And this is a template for, I'm not entirely sure how you use that. Okay, so cutaway is it? Again, there's that seaplane track we saw earlier. The bridge. Here's one of the planes. Just, I mean, you can imagine this is 1/700 scale, and doing the canopy bars structure on these little tiny planes, and that is going to be super tiny and super delicate. And of course, all the other parts, like the floats of these seaplanes, are attached with the little photo-etched parts and so on. I mean, it's going to be difficult to do. Very painstaking. Okay, here's some of the ship's boats here. You can see extra bits to put in there. Make them, improve them. Funnel, extra accessories on there. And here's a view of railings and so on. I'm entirely sure about the style of these instructions, how I'll be able to cope with them, but I'll find a way. Here's the anchor chain down here. Again, some more, like, those what those things are. They look like for painting, maybe. Painting or repairing the side of the ship in some way. And then some more superstructure. Then that's the end of the instructions. Not entirely sure what all of that means. So it is going to be an interesting project, isn't it? I don't know what the instructions mean. It does have where it has Chinese writing, I presume it's Chinese. It also has written in English as well. So it looks very professional. Anyway, there you go. That's the kind of inbox review of Chitose Seaplane Tender Upgrade Set. Is it S70024 for Aoshima, and it's from Shipyard Works. Hope you find that useful, and see you next time. Bye bye.